Oh my god, 2 semi-on-time reviews in a row. Who is this, and what have you done with Control Chaos?
Right? So, didn't she just like me for real, for real? He's got a massive degradation kink confirmed.
Yeah, dude, it's not even. You can't say confirmed like that's like a new piece of fucking evidence.
It's the concept of him being used as a chair for me.
Yeah, shocker. Trump bad guy confirmed. It only took 91 indictments for me to come to this conclusion, but you know what? I think Orange Man might be bad.
Is it at 91? I've lost
Yeah,
count.
he's at 91.
Jesus
The
Christ.
Georgia shit just came out. And they
I
Go ahead.
I never thought in my life I'd get my news more reliably from a guy with a crowbar, a millennial under a desk,
I
with a
love that
goddamn
guy.
fish.
Yeah, and stuff still happened. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I just watched Endeavorance's new video before we started filming this, in the
Yeah.
midst of doing other things for other content.
Yeah, no. So I'm liking Sword Boy, but I do have to say I wanna put out a precautionary tale to everyone on Twitter. I see everyone like, cause we went from Sexual Assault Chan, who everyone on Twitter was uniformly like, get him away from our pure innocent boy, get him away, or get her away rather, get her away now. See, look, even in my brain, I can't comprehend a woman doing anything bad. It's only men can sexually assault.
God damn right.
Kidding. What was I gonna say? But no, everyone uniformly was like, "Get her away from him now! That's my sweet baby boy."
That is my little Dennis.
And then
My sweet little Dennis.
Immediately in this chapter, I don't know if you've been seeing the Twitter discourse, and if you try to get me to call it X, I will kill you. Everyone on Twitter is like, "Oh, he's great. He's like he just wants to be Denji's friend. I love this guy." And I don't know, man. It's still Fujimoto. I still don't. I don't think he's a bad guy, but I don't know why people are immediately like, this guy is just the most pure, wholesome guy. He just wants to fucking frolic and swing on the swing set with fucking Denji. Like, I don't know, man. Give it a second.
Yeah, let's give it a second on the platform X, which I have slapped between a shortcut for the meme of XNXX and X videos.
Of course, get all your X memes.
Get my triple X on, because I mostly use fucking Twitter for porn.
He made he added like a masculine like overlay to it. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a weird like it was just X, and then he put like the fucking like cool looking like axe for men. You know what I'm saying? Have you not seen this?
Axe body spray.
Yeah, it's got like that vibe to it.
Fulfill your 14-year-old middle school dreams.
Elon really is like a perpetual like
middle schooler.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I definitely like Sword Boy, but I also, and I feel like I'm the only one here, I feel like this is like my hot take, and everyone thinks, like, even Allie and I had an unironic, like, almost real life argument about, like, I'm not even kidding, Allie and I almost actually kind of had a real slight argument over Sexual Assault Chan. Because
all the things in life to argue over, it's a fictional character. That is how you know it's a great relationship.
Because I find her interesting as a character. Like, I kind of like her as a character. There's no way. It's like, dude, now I know how Endeavor fans felt, man. I could never, because I thought Endeavor was like criminally stupid and boring. And like people, oh my god, can I just rant about Endeavor real quick? Do you remember
Go for it.
People were like, how could you find Endeavor boring? He's the best written character. He's the most realistic. Yeah, okay. Doesn't mean he's interesting. You can tell me, oh my god, because he's like so complex with his like abuse and like trying to become a better person. It's like, okay, but that's still boring, right? Like, you can fucking, I don't know, like you can follow a fucking homeless guy that's like fucking struggling on like drugs with a camera for like 30 years, and it doesn't mean it's gonna be engaging television. Fuck Endeavor. I don't give a fuck how realistic he was. I want silly wacky boys. I want Arthur in Fire Force, a guy who thinks
I
he's
want
a knight.
Tamaki. Fuck Arthur. I want Tamaki. I want a whole show of nothing but Tamakis and watch Twitter fucking have a meltdown.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned Tamaki. I've been waiting for a time to show you this. I snagged the last Tamaki at Galactic Toys. I don't know if you ever saw.
You whore.
They literally told me, because I was like looking at it, and he was like, here, check your Facebook. I was looking at it, and he was like, if you want that, you better get it now, because it's the last one we're ordering. And I was like, sold. Look at her.
Do her clothes pop off randomly, or
obviously not? But obviously, like that jacket is like barely on her. If you look at her from the back, like you can see like her back is like just very visible, and it's sexy. I love.
You have all of the Fire Force Funko Pops. It looks
as much
like.
as I could get. I think that I'm missing Gravel Bitch, you know, the one that's like, yo, gravel beneath my feet. And then I'm also missing, I don't have like Captain Obi. I don't know if he ever got one.
Obi didn't get one yet.
I believe there was 2 Hibana Pops at the last con, and they sold like before I even could get through the booth.
I'm just so happy I got that Shinra too. Like, honestly, these Fire Force figures are some of the best. Like, they're really, really nice quality. I don't know if
They
you can tell.
are.
Yeah.
I was going to get the Tamaki one that was at the Galactic Toys booth at JFAX until I saw the fucking contacts on. I'm like, they can suck my whole ass dick.
Contacts? What do you mean?
So they mark up merch at con to pay, kind of help cover.
Oh, contacts. I see. I
Yeah.
heard that as contacts, like you know, contact lenses. I was like, what the fuck do you mean by that?
No. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it was so I don't know if you know Galactic Toys in our location. They moved locations recently, so they had like a grand opening sale. So everything was 10%. Everything was 10% off. So I got her for like 100. She's normally 110.
Yeah, that's actually honestly
No, I mean,
pretty
it's a
goddamn
great figure.
good.
It's like also those like the little like blue stripes on their firefighter jackets glow in UV light.
nice. I would love to get my hands on some of them. If anybody wants to send them my way, my throne is linked in my link tree.
Do not buy them anything. You must provide something in return.
I will send manga out to you guys.
That's true.
From my
They're trying to
collection.
get rid of some manga.
Like
that I
a
want.
bunch of like series because I'm downsizing
That's
and
10 volumes
reprioritizing.
worth because it's $100 that you need to send them 10 volumes.
I've got I actually got listed on like Depop and Mercari, a bunch of my old shit that I'm selling. Because
Oh, sorry. Finish what you're saying. And then...
yeah. So the funny thing for me this week, I just want to say this because I said this to you and I put out a very cryptic tweet. I've been spending time with a bunch of musicians, and I found out that one of my favorite artists, while I was just sitting in the green room with them, watches our wacky fucking. I fucking died. I'm just like, is that our fucking content playing in the green room? And yeah. So hi, Lucas, if you're watching this video.
That's really cool. Yeah. It was a small world. I mean, did they know that you were the guy in the videos?
By the time they're like, wait, you've been in the skits. I'm like, yeah. And I just fucking melded into the couch.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, in terms of, like, chainsaw people that watch, there was a point where, like, we were, not much anymore, but, like, there was a point where we were, like, household chainsaw YouTuber names. I mean, I remember seeing people talking about us on the Chainsaw Man Reddit.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough sucking our own dicks. Not a lot to talk about because it's mostly just a conversation, but, like, I mean, I'll go through a couple things, right? So, like, I really enjoy, that he pulls a Bleach here, because that's the first thing I thought of when he shows up at his school as like a transfer student. It's such a Bleach moment.
Right.
He's like, oh my, and like Denji's like, this fucking guy, and then immediately the girls are like, damn, he's hot, and then he's like, Denji, please get these women away from me. I know how good you are at getting women away to run away.
I mean, he is like pussy repellent 101.
Can you look at his face on page 3, please?
Yeah, let me click on monitor 2 real quick. It's
Fujimoto,
like, no.
Did you see page 3? His face on the bottom.
Oh my
That's
God.
when you nut, but she keeps sucking. Except he's never got sucked or nutted ever in his life.
Oh, I'm sure he's nutted a lot into like a Kleenex
It's
or
different. It's not the same.
It's really not.
A pussy nut hits different. Because you're fertilizing a fertile ground.
God damn.
My little swimmers, go.
My swimmers, please go. My one-balled swimmers.
I don't know why you fuckers don't understand. If his eyeball regenerated, his other testicle regenerated. My boy Puchita gave him back his other ball.
No,
absolutely.
I refuse to believe that.
I don't know why you would refuse to believe that.
Because it's funnier. It's funnier to me.
That's actually where the Don main's character's other ball went. Denji's got it.
Yeah, he is back to one ball now. Finally.
Proud of him. Oh wait, he got both of them stolen?
They were both stolen. He's
Oh,
still
so he's got
hunting down
now?
one ball.
Oh, wow, what a fucking that series is so like it just feels so I don't want to get into this. It just feels so try hard to me. Like,
It is
aren't
so
we
much
silly?
fun.
Aren't we wacky?
It's so much fun, and the fucking art is One Punch Man level now.
Yeah, I've noticed
Jesus
that.
Christ.
That's fucking wild. And he worked with Fujimoto as like an
Yeah.
editor. What the fuck was that man doing?
He
Fujimoto.
also did Hell's. No, it wasn't Hell's Paradise. That was the other dude. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, start reading it, please.
So
I would love to do a
maybe,
video.
maybe. So I really like. Again, Sexual Assault Chan is like a super interesting character to me because she really does just come off as like I'm just doing my job. And I like characters like that like are like. Like she literally works for the Yoshida, works for the government, and like he's like, hey, I kind of need to talk to Denji about something that's private, and she's like, oh, don't worry about me.
I don't give a shit.
I'm
He is
just
my
here.
paycheck.
Bro, it's so funny too, because like it's making me think. Okay, because she's supposed to be his bodyguard, right? So in a way, she works for him, right? Not literally, she doesn't answer to him, but like she should be like if you're fucking I don't know, like Lady Gaga, right? Like the bodyguard doesn't boss you around. You are the body.
The bodyguard loses the dogs.
Right. So it's like, to me, I'm just trying to understand how we got into a situation where she's sitting on Denji, right? Because and it can only be that Denji's like, hey, are you down? I mean, I guess it could be. I mean, because we saw established in the movie theater chapter that she's one to be like, hey, Denji, suck that fucking devil tentacle and I'll fuck you, right? Which means she's still fucking jerking him around because she does owe him a fuck. Like, I was talking about that with Allie. I was like, she owes him a fuck. Where is it? Now obviously problematic, 22, 17, whatever. But like, still.
Yeah, Romeo and Juliet law don't really apply here, goddammit.
There was a transaction made. There was a verbal contract made.
Let's wait till he's 18, 19, please, for the love of God, before Twitter has a meltdown.
Fuck Twitter. No, but obviously problematic.
Exactly.
Aside. It is interesting though that like, I have to assume that behind because again she's supposed to just be hanging out with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
playing babysitter,
posing as a high schooler to like protect him. So like, there's no reason why she should be sitting on him like that, unless she either A was like, oh hey,
I know Yoshida did this. Do you like this?
I wonder. I don't know. I wonder if she's still behind the scenes doing that. Like, I'll fuck you if you do this. I'll fuck you if you do this. And Denji just can't comprehend.
100%.
And Denji just like, there's no point in Denji's mind where he's like, wait a minute. She didn't fuck me when I did
dumb as hell.
She didn't fuck me when I did the last 30 things. I don't know. Because again, they're having this conversation and he's talking about like, dude, I mean, you'd be a really high up position. You'd be able to eat steak every day, and like that almost gets him. But he's like, nah. And I actually went back in the last volume of part 1 of Chainsaw Man. When he's like doing his big scream to Kishibe and Kobani about what he wants, the 2 things he lists are, I want to eat steak every day and I want a harem of like 10 women, right? So like on the steak point, it seems like he's like, you know what? I actually am kind of content. Like, sure, I'm not eating like rich people food, but I get like pot stickers and ice cream and pizza and Chinese food. So whatever, I'm cool. I don't need this. I don't need that power. I'm just going to lay low. And then he's like, well, too bad, because you could sleep with all the women you wanted. Instantaneous transmission.
Yeah, he fucking borrowed from Goku. Boom! I'm here. Here. You said all of the women?
Yeah,
deal.
So it's interesting. Like, that still seems to be his main driver, and I feel like we have to be leading towards a moment that I've been waiting for a while, where he does have the sex, and it's just not at all what he expected or wanted. You know what I mean? Because
and
that's gonna break him.
Let's be real here. The first time is definitely not what you want, regardless.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, dude. It never is. I mean, like fucking like I remember I was so nervous I couldn't even come. It's funny because like you think this thing that people say a lot is like you're gonna come too fast. You better not come too fast. And then no. I had the opposite issue where like I just couldn't even come at all. Because I was just so nervous and it was so new to me and it was so scary. And also condoms suck. Not to say don't use them because you do not want to babies suck worse, but condoms suck. I don't know how motherfuckers come with those things on.
There's condoms that are better for helping in that situation.
My
but we're
dick's
not
got
here.
fucking ADHD. No, we are here for that, Vex. Remember that. Never forget what made us successful, Vex. You always want to forget this. You always want to fucking slowly transition into like this professional news show. That's not why people are here. They're here to talk, to see us talk about what brand of condoms we like for 3 hours, and then go back to Chainsaw Man for 2 minutes.
So I swear by Skin, this is not an ad. Skin condoms. There's also Skin that has like numbing effects on them, and there are some that are like super lubricated. There's some that are ribbed, and then definitely the thing that I found is there's 2 different types of people with that first experience, because I've talked with my friends.
Well, hold on, wait. I forgot. My favorite brand of condom is birth control.
Mine is called vasectomy.
Yeah, you went further than me. Now, luckily, again, before anyone cancels Red, Allie literally has to take birth control for like a medical condition, so win-win for me. Because
I get a very toxic win for you, and I get the I never wanted kids, so
no, because
fuck
it would feel genuinely if it was like a thing where like, because I would never want to like push her to be on that if she didn't already have to be on it, right?
No, it's
in the world where she didn't have the thing that she needed to take that for, I probably would heavily look into a vasectomy. But I got lucky because I just don't like surgeries. Make me scared.
Yeah, my brain was like, well, you already have a broken arm or screaming in pain from that. Nobody clipping around in your goddamn nutsack is going to make you feel any more pain, so I just had it.
Clipping around in your goddamn nutsack. True. Yeah. Yeah. No. I'm very excited because like I feel like he's building towards this moment where, because Denji had a lot of drivers in the beginning, right? In the beginning of the show, it was like, God, I got all these experiences I want to have. I want to eat jam or bread with all this shit on it. I want to, and like as he's done all these things, he's had that moment, that realization where it's like, damn, that doing that one thing didn't magically make my life better. The only thing that's made him happier, and I hope he's realized it, was when he had a family, the Aki power dynamic, those little calm moments with his family. That's, even taking care of Power when she was all like traumatized from the Darkness Devil. I feel like those were his happiest moments, because even Makima said, I let you get to your happiest before I ripped it all away. Right. So it was never the like all the bullshit he wanted. It was like that little family shit. And I don't know if he's realized that, So the one last like huge driver he has is sex. He thinks that that's going to be the life changer, though. That's going to make him a man. And there's so many people that think that. I mean, I remember, Thurman talking about like the toxic shit from his family and friends, where his family would be like, "Man, you're still a boy until you've had sex.
We will literally hire you an escort."
Yeah, you know what I mean? And like people,
and I can say that because he's mentioned that in videos.
Oh yeah. People have so many people in our world, like real life, hype sex up to like be this life-changing thing, and it's nice, it's really good, but if it's not with someone you love, if it's just like a sex and dump, it's essentially the equivalent of like scratching a really, really good mosquito bite and then like, ooh, whoops, now it's scabbed over. You know what I mean? Like, it's
no, 100%. Like that's the thing that I can speak from firsthand experience, because I'm a fucking whore. Like I will openly admit I'm a fucking whore. I love sex, but like if it's not with somebody that you care about, it is like absolutely meaningless.
It's the equivalent
just
of
like
taking a shit that you needed to take, right? I mean, if it's no emotional attachment,
it's essentially
whatsoever,
a transaction at that point.
Yeah, it's
you
like
both
better
need to get something
masturbation at that point. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds very weird saying it like it's a transaction, but it really is. Like your body wants something, their body wants something, and you both are like, well, we can just do this now.
And Denji's got to realize, and I'm excited to see him realize this, that that's not going to fulfill him on an emotional level. And I'm excited. I just feel like we got to be leading towards that. And yeah, so I mean, and I genuinely hope for Denji's sake that Sword Boy here actually is and like I put it at like a 75% chance that he's actually genuine and actually does want to be friends with him. I really hope so. One of the things that I've been seeing people talk about is like maybe the weapons really do want to be friends with him and really are grateful to him, but then they're gonna see who his adopted fucking daughter is and be like, excuse me?
The fuck you mean? Okay, we go hunting now.
They're gonna be like, we need to kill her now. Unless they're like smart. I don't know, because I feel like if you're smart, you should know that you shouldn't kill her, because then she's just going to end up in hell and then end up right back.
Yeah, and it could be a worse incarnation at that point.
Yeah. I wonder if the devils in hell hate control. It's this bitch again.
Well, think about like what hell would mean to the devils, right? It's freedom, right? To sit and grow as powerful as they possibly can, but with control in there, that would be somebody that's trying to dominate it completely, because that is the meaning of control.
Yeah, I feel like control is like inherently a bitch. Like in
Yeah.
every
Like I firmly believe that in this universe, like we realize we got rid of the Nazis with the whole like fucking Chainsaw Man, right? But like I firmly believe like Hitler was a form of the control devil in this universe.
No, he's probably just a dude. Like, I don't. I think you could make the argument that I don't know. That's no, probably not. I feel like people can still be evil. Like it's not like if a person reaches a certain threshold of evil, it must be a devil.
But anyway, I really do think that once they find out who it is that's living with him, we'll have this like inner fight between the weapons and Denji.
Well, I saw
but
people
also,
mentioning on Twitter like there's a lot of different characters kind of coming together to gather at this church. I mean, you have Asa, you have Sword Boy, you have Fake Sawman. You know, I mean, there's going to be a lot of clashing ideals there, and that's going to be really interesting and exciting. Yeah.
And that's really a fun way to take the story right now, because we're
building towards a crescendo, right? It's like yeah.
We have this like nice little calm here where like we're basically treading that fucking shitty arc in Bleach but better. You know the one I'm talking about. But I find one thing very interesting, because we have the dual deities here in the church as well, because we're seeing people really fall in love with Asa, but also still very much love the idea of Chainsaw Man.
And what's
himself.
fucked up too is like the chainsaw, like, and I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because like Swordman says, "Oh, you could get a pretty high position in the church," and I remember. Like, I read that, and like, the reaction I have is the same as Sexual Assault Chan, which is another reason I love her, because she says what I wanted someone to say, which is like, whoa. And this is one of the reasons I like Sexual Assault Chan, is like, she seems to actually be a Chainsaw Man fangirl, right? Like, so like, it strikes me as like, I could see her in the background, like, when they're like, all right, we need someone to fucking guard Denji, he's Chainsaw Man, and she's like, he's Chainsaw Man? Ooh, you gotta give it to me. Me, please, me. You know what I mean?
Me. And also, Denji, give it to me behind the church here.
Absolutely. God, I hope.
I hope they fuck in a church. Like
the second he turns 18. Oh my god.
Right on the fucking pulpit.
You think?
Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, you know, I'm not as bad as Himeno. But I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna puke in your mouth after our first kiss.
No, she seems. I don't know. I get real experienced with sex vibes from this girl.
Yeah. I'll give you the best blowjob of your life, and then you can blow my back out right here on the crucifix.
I feel like Denji needs that. You know, he does need to see, because like the first step to having a more mature view of sex is finally popping that cherry, right? So like it's time for Denji. We've waited long enough. Have a shitty little fucking nut. And then go from there. But
yeah, he's definitely going to be the type that can't come, because he's definitely neurodivergent, whereas the neurotypical is the one that comes in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, I think he's gonna have to feel comfortable with someone, you know, and I'll be curious to see if he does feel comfortable.
He would have a better first time with Asa than Sexual Assault Chan, though.
Oh yeah, because I think that they would both be equally awkward, and neither one of them would feel like super. Because, like, you know, I get that vibe, too. Like, when he was around Asa, Denji didn't feel like, you know, he didn't go right into, like worship mode like he does with all these other women, right? Where it's like, sit on me! Oh, my God, woman! You know what I mean? Like, you know that part in fucking, is it Inside or Inside Out, the Pixar movie, where at the very end, where it's like, girl! Like, Denji goes into that fucking brain-broken mode when he sees, like, women, usually.
Yeah.
But with Asa... He treated her like a normal person, and I think it's ironically, because Asa is so kind of unfeminine in how she acts, and she's very equally neurodivergent to him. You know, I think that he felt he didn't like look at Asa like this goddess on a fucking high hill. It was just like, oh, this is just a person to talk to, and like, you know, he was the most human around her. Do you remember when he like makes her feel better with the starfish shit? And like, I mean, like, yeah, I think he would have a much better time with her. I also wanted to mention real quick too, like I was trying to say earlier, I just love her response to that, where he's like, oh, you could get a pretty high position, and she's like, what do you mean? He's Chainsaw Man. and he's like, yeah, from the fucking floor as a chair. He's like, yeah, what she said.
What she said.
It is
as he's.
I really don't understand why it is kind of fucked. See, this is why it's kind of sus, because remember, this Chainsaw Man church is being designed and developed by Fami, some mysterious shadowy fucker that might be Death, and Fake Saw Man, right? Like those were the three that were kind of setting this up. So like, what is like? So either Swordman is like in cahoots with them and trying to use them for something, or Swordman and the other weapons are just genuinely like they've been fooled as well, right? But either way, whatever's going down at this fucking Chainsaw Man church is not going to be good, because it is really weird to me that they're not letting Denji be the leader, you know, because that means it strikes to me that like whoever's in charge of this, it isn't really for like the love of Chainsaw Man. There's like some other motive here.
Oh, 100%, and that's what's going to be the
something else. Yeah.
It's going to be the conflicting ideals coming to head here at the very end.
Yeah,
and
like
that's super fun.
Whoever their fake Sawman is, I want to see them like fake whoever, not like, you know, because now there's like two fake Sawmans. There was fake Sawman who just had the implant because he was like a fanboy, and then there's like actual fake Sawman who probably got his powers from Justice Devil. I mean, he even, I think he even mentioned that. And so, like, I want to see Denji and all the fake Sawman need to sit down and have a conversation. Because I remember fake Sawman did actually help him when he was fighting Falling. Like, he opened that door for him, and he was like, you need to run until dawn or whatever, remember? So, like, there's this weird thing. I feel like they definitely want him alive or something. But, like, why are they being so weird about it? Like we need, hopefully we have, like, a sit-down and we get all their motives soon.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to all of this, and I'm hoping it starts probably the next chapter, I'm guessing, right? We're going to start heading to the church and starting to see all of this, and we also like have a chapter next week, which is really cool for us.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll be on a Tuesday, depending on my new work schedule. It should be my schedule should basically be the same, just so people know. It's just like a half-hour difference between the
my
shift
man
I'm leaving.
Vex hopping between jobs every 3 months. I don't know how he does it.
I've had 5-day jobs this year. I actually sat down and realized that. Plus touring, plus all the music shit, plus making content. I feel like the boomer that can't sit down and focus on anything.
Hopping through jobs like you hop through partners, brother.
Ouch. But also not inaccurate.
Yeah, but what else? Let me see here.
If the job isn't fucking me good for a decent wage, I don't want them.
That's fair. But yeah, one of the reasons, just to kind of come back to sexual assault Chan here, like, she interests me because, like, I feel like there's got to be something behind the psycho bitch face that she's got. You know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something going on with her, because, like, she just immediately gives me, like, I'm trying to think. Like, this strikes me as like what Kobani would become if she worked with public safety for like 10 years. Like when you've pushed down all your emotions and just become a silly little gal. You know what I mean? And like the silly little gal is like a cope. That's the like that's the vibe I'm getting with her. You know.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's something wrong with her. That's what fascinates me, because like she's
absolutely, she's
embodying that like whole, like, when you become if you work for public safety, there's something wrong with you, right? And like I just want to know what's wrong with her. It's just she's so like energetic and happy, but it feels like a cover. It feels like not she's lying on purpose, but it feels like this like shell of a personality that she's developed to protect herself from some like deep trauma.
Well, remember, like, Kobani was anxiety personified from all of her time in
and she
public
got
safety.
out of that shit before she fucking got hardened,
right? And then you had Aki, who just was numb.
Yep.
And then you had
Hinamo coped with stuff via like sex and shit, and like
and she became codependent on
Aki,
like everything, right?
Oh, yeah,
substances, alcohol, sex, whatever, you know. and then you had Angel, who kind of just was everybody's perfect little femboy. Would you use Angel's pussy?
I think there was I don't know if we talked about it. There was like a Reddit post that was calculating how long you could fuck Angel before you died.
And
it was
wasn't it something like 7 minutes?
I don't remember. I mean, I could try to find it. It was because it was like, oh, every time we saw that when when Aki touched Angel for this long, you lost this much life. So, assuming you're like a healthy 20-year-old man and you started fucking Angel in the bussy, you'd lose this much life per minute. Therefore, you could fuck him. Yeah, they did the whole fucking calculation.
I love this community
me
so
too.
much.
I'm so proud of this community. It's worth it.
It's worth it for the bussy, okay?
I just want to see Angel's got that thing going on with like when like someone's like super like stoic and like barely ever shows like expressions. It makes you want to fuck them more because you're like, oh, I want to see that little.
I want to see what they're like when they're a little bit more vulnerable.
Yeah, I want to see that fucking face scream a little. I want to see like a little gasp or a moan out of that.
I want to tie Angel to my bed and then fuck the shit out of him.
I mean, that's the best way to like if you're already planning on like doing the old like shut the garage door, run the car, suicide. You might as well just fuck Angel, right? It's a more peaceful way to go out.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it would be literally 7 minutes in heaven.
Imagine poor Angel though, bro. Angel's just gonna be there, handcuffed to your bed with like cum flowing out of his asshole, and you're just dead. You're just a dead body, and he's like, "Hello, can someone untie
Hello,
me?
can somebody remove this corpse from me?"
Ew, he's dead, and he's still in me. Ew.
God damn it! You couldn't even pull out before you died.
The way
this is the fifth time this week.
The way to do it is to time your fucking nut to like your death. Like, ugh!
Death mode. What is wrong with us, Red? We're talking about a theoretical death moan as we come and die inside of Angel's pussy. Holy shit. So like, I just gotta imagine though, like that is the kind of trauma that has bonded the public safety division though, like from top to bottom. You know what I mean?
Can you hear me?
Oh, you unplugged the mic.
It happened. Yeah. What was the last thing you heard me say?
The moan, like the time your nut to moan as you come out.
Thank God that I was able to salvage that. That was. Whew, I was worried that everything was going to be fucked. This goddamn wire on this mic, man. You might be right. I'm going to have to get a new one.
Yeah. I mean, it's $10 on Amazon.
I was sitting here and I was like, shut up. I found it. Like, I found the post and I was wondering why you were just ignoring me. I found the post. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. In Chapter 50, it costs Aki 2 months of his lifespan by touching Angel's hand for a brief moment. Let's assume that Aki only touches his hand for 3 seconds. So 3 seconds of contact costs 2 months of lifespan. So it will cost about a year of your total life just to be in physical contact for 18 seconds. The average male lifespan is around 72.75 worldwide, minus your current age. Average age of an anime fan around 18 to 25, which means you could have about 47.75 to 54.75 years of lifespan to spare. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. In conclusion, you'd get to pound that Angel bussy for 14 to 16 minutes straight before losing your life, which is more than enough for me because I couldn't even last 10 seconds in him.
At least they're self-aware, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good session to die on. I mean, that's a respectable session.
If you have a condom on, does that count? Because it's got to be direct physical contact.
That's a good point.
But then, of course, obviously, like, your like stomach would touch his stomach or so. So you'd have to like have a condom on and like wrap your whole like midsection in like tinfoil or something.
I mean, they make suits specifically for this. Like, I could wear a bodysuit and a condom and still.
Oh yeah, you
last.
could wear some like fucking weird gimp suit.
Yeah. I can make it work. I can make it work.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because you want to die anyway.
Right.
This is all unnecessary because you just. I mean, why take away the best part, the sweet release of death?
Right, the death nut. Like.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I want to die firmly wedged between a goth girl's thighs. Like, that's how I actually want to die.
I was waiting for you to say, I want to die in a way that God will be ashamed of me. I want to go up to I want to blink and for God to just be like, shit, like what? Just what the?
I'm not disappointed.
No, I am actually. I'm just.
I'm impressed that you took it to that degree.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the point of living on Earth is to have experiences, right? But let me just take a look, make sure we've talked about everything that's important here. I feel like we haven't talked much about. No, man, we talked about the chapter for like 2 seconds, and the rest of it's been horse shit. Just give me a second. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. High position. Yeah, so he talks about how like all the not all the weapons, but he says the weapons are there, right? So that means we're probably gonna get a lot of the people that Makima, subjugated, like the whip one and the flamethrower one, and maybe even could Katana Man be there potentially?
We could potentially see Rize.
So, see, I was leaving Rize for last because Rize is a tough one for me because I feel like does Rize go there or does Rize go back to Russia?
Is Rize wanted at this point? Like.
Well, that's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's the question. Would the Russian government like kill her or like not kill her, but like punish her severely for like failing her mission? Because if that's the case, then
it's Russia, Red.
It's true.
But I mean, it is pre-Putin Russia.
This is based Soviet communist Russia.
This is pre-Putin, so maybe she'd be off the hook.
Who knows?
Because she technically got subjugated by Makima.
Yeah, so again, the question is like when she got uncontrolled, does she go back to Russia or does she say like what the fuck am I gonna do now? Because she also doesn't strike me as the type of person who would like join a fucking church based around Chainsaw Man. She seems too like mature for that. You know what I mean? I guess the idea is like they're really well paying jobs and like just from being like a hybrid, they're paying us like really good to like do like simple little jobs. Like I guess I don't know. It doesn't because when I first thought about this and everyone's like, "Oh, maybe Rize." My thought process is like, I just don't feel like Rize. That doesn't strike me as something Rize would do. Like, she seems like a very independent. She seems like a very independent person. Good.
She seems more independent, but she also seems to actually care about Denji, and she knows.
Maybe she thinks that she can like meet up with Denji or something. Like meet him there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then my God, at this point, Denji's got Rize, got Sexual Assault Chan, got Asa. Is there anyone else on the table for him?
That's a good question. I mean, Sword Boy was saying all the women.
Yeah, so he's got to pick between Haru. I mean, maybe just all. Maybe that's where we go with this. Like maybe there's like a scene where Rize's like, Denji, I'm back, and I'm here to love you. And then Asa's like, me also, actually. And then Sexual Assault Chan's like, fuck it, I'm free. And then he's like, damn, it's time!
I get my harem and I get my orgy.
And they're actually,
let's fucking go!
I mean, that's the best case scenario for a harem, too, because they're all people that you, like, have slight emotional attachment. There's not just random women. They're, like, women you actually already want to fuck. So, like, I mean, that's the way to do it.
He's got to win here. Like,
hopefully. Hopefully.
I mean, Rize seems very possessive, though. I mean, this bitch did rip his tongue out.
Well, she was. I feel like the vibe with her was that she was under contract. She was doing a job, but like after the job, she kind of had a realization where it was like, damn, we do have a lot in common, and we're both being like used by like the government, our respective governments, and I feel like she would treat him a little better, not under the pretense of like trying to kill him.
I think Denji's going to have some words, though. Like, the last time I was near you, you ripped my tongue out.
Yeah. I got a slight trauma, Rize. And, I've moved on. I have, like, crazy aquarium bitch. And, and I have this adult woman who seems to want to fuck me.
I'm getting groomed again. Again.
What's that fucking? I think it's from fucking South Park, but like I feel like it would fit Denji really well. Where it's like, it's like, Denji, this is why you keep getting molested.
It is from South Park. Butters, this is why you keep getting molested.
And fucking Denji, just like I don't know, he goes out there and he's just like boobs, titties, boobs. It's like this is why you keep getting molested.
Kichime's got to be over there like. Okay, Denji, I need to teach you about the dangers of adult women who are into young boys. Okay, yeah, I didn't think I'd have to have this conversation
because
with you.
You're so fucking like mentally deficient. You seem to be like the perfect prey for them.
If you went to Catholic church, you would also be the perfect prey.
God, thank God Denji didn't go to Catholic church. Oh fuck.
Maybe that's how he got practice, like with that tentacle, though.
Well, see, that's interesting, right? Because like the first time this is happening, Makima isn't actually trying to fuck him. She's just like fooling him to get to Chainsaw Man, right? But then these recent ones, like Sexual Assault Chan, I'm pretty sure does really want to fuck him. But like in like it reminds me of there is this hentai that I've read where like the girl definitely wants to fuck the guy, but she wants to be like the dom. She wants to like totally break his spirit first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting with Sexual Assault Chan. I think she does want to fuck him, but she
100%.
wants him to know who's in fucking charge. That's why she.
This is tag mind break, okay?
Yeah. Which is interesting because it makes me. That's one of the reasons I want to know more about her, because she clearly is like into the idea of fucking Chainsaw Man, but like weirdly like teasy about it. Like, oh well, yeah, I'll do it if you do this, and like like what's the fucking holdup then? Do you want to or not? Because like I get the vibe that she does, but
Oh
like,
yeah, it's 100%. It's kind of like the way that women are attracted to like the mimic in Dungeons and Dragons.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's a thing on TikTok.
Are you talking about women, based women want to fuck things with like tentacles and like that are inhuman? Yes, I agree. Yeah, because the female gaze is beyond anything that we could possibly comprehend, boys. It's not abs, it's not muscles, it's not even a big dick. The female gaze is an inhuman Cthulhu monster, but it has feelings. That's the female gaze.
Yes.
The female gaze is Vash the Stampede.
I just
I know,
like 100% certain I saved the video that I was talking about.
Allie is obsessed with Vash the Stampede. I could never be Vash for her.
Can never be Vash.
Well, it's because Allie has this headcanon that Vash is a pussy because he's like not human.
Mm-hmm.
Allie believes that Vash and Knives have pussies. I don't know why, but like that's a big thing for her. Oh, Allie's also obsessed with Crocodile from One Piece because Crocodile may have a pussy or may have had a pussy in the past.
Oh God.
Because Crocodile, there's a big thing about Crocodile was probably like gender swapped by the gender swap guy.
Right. Oh shit.
Crocodile is probably like it's like very very highly implied that Crocodile's like a trans character.
Right. Yeah. That actually kind of makes sense.
Do we have any? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was trying to find this fucking video.
You can send it to me later.
Here we go.
Okay. Is this important that I react to this for the video?
Yes.
Better not be fucking cringe.
Here you go. It's a TikTok. It's in your Facebook messages.
All right. Is it about the female gaze?
Just enjoy.
I do. Jesus Christ. What? I don't understand. Jesus Christ. It was. Hold on. I must have missed it. The joke. Oh, yep. I did miss the joke.
Yeah. That mimic is used
when I opened it up, it didn't open in the app. It opened in Safari, and it only showed the top half of the video. So all I saw was her talking, and I didn't get it. And then when I opened it in the app, then I saw the fucking like mimic tongue wiggling around. Also, I don't understand her. She doesn't look like a real person. She looks fake. I'm so confused.
She's wearing a corset.
Jesus Christ. She looks like she's got like fucking One Piece woman proportions. Where's her organs? I don't understand.
Crushed by a corset.
God damn.
Literally like trad wife crushed by corset.
And she
Holy
wants to
shit.
get fucked by the mimic. Good for her.
Yeah, good for her. You go, girl. I kind of want, like, you can see my comment on there too. I also want one of those for reasons.
Yeah. I used to be into fuck machine porn where they would just be like strapped down to a table and just like piss
I have one in my Amazon cart.
You cannot buy a whole fuck machine.
You very much can. I packed them when I worked at Amazon.
Vex,
they're like,
if you buy a fuck machine, you have to let me see you use it.
I am debating on reopening a certain website.
No, but I'm your friend, so you need to show me for free.
I'll give you a free trial if I reopen the site. I won't make you pay the $5 fee, okay? Although it would be really nice if you paid me the $5 fee if you enjoy the content.
Man, I just want to see it once. That's the thing. It's a pure curiosity.
It was me with Michael's OnlyFans. Yeah. I'm like, I'll pay for one post.
That's all I want. Let me just see if there's anything else to talk about in this chapter. Hold on, I gotta get back to the chapter. Okay. Oh yeah, can we talk about Denji's whole like thing about like why he loves he being a chair? He's like, hey, yeah, butts feel good. Chairs are like content in their own way.
You know, I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I also get it. I mean, like just feeling like a girl ass on you. There's something about it. There's something, and like you know too, like something about my depravity is gonna come out hard here, but like just like you know that the pussy is just right there. It's so close. You know what I mean? That's got to be really exciting for Denji.
May I introduce you to face sitting?
Oh, I love face sitting. yeah, that's one of my favorite fucking tags.
Maybe you should get Allie to try it with you.
Allie's scared of killing me, and I'm like, I've told her I don't care. Just kill me. Just kill me like that.
I have been trying to ease my partner into just sitting on my face. I'm just like, if I die, I die. You know, I'll sign a consent form so you don't go to jail.
I was gonna say the concern is the jail time.
I'll sign a fucking consent form. If I die, I die. I want to experience that once before I die or while I die, you know? I'm not too concerned about the outcome. I just want someone to sit on my fucking face, okay?
Yeah. It's nice. I love it. I just, women. God, I love them. Fuck. Women.
We are both degenerates, Red, and I love doing
unironically, I would, I love it too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off before you're saying.
I love doing this because we just get to be full fucking idiot when we film these.
And the fact that we have like at least 10 people that are always here watching it, I love that. I really, unironically, I do want. I'm gonna have Allie sit on me like this tonight. I want to feel what it feels like. I want to see what he's all about.
I want you to film a TikTok of where like Ainz is sitting on Shaltir, and then it's just Allie sitting on you.
You know what we should do actually for a good skit would be you sitting on me. Be like, oh, trans queen.
I'm down.
You know how there's like a big fetishization among the left of like trans women.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that could be like the meme where I see like, oh my god, I get a trans girl sit on my back.
Yeah, well, fuck it.
Rub that almost pussy on me. What's the politically correct thing to say here? It's not a pussy yet, right? Is it gonna
it's
be
not
a
pussy yet.
Are you working towards that? Are you gonna get the surge?
I have no idea. There's days I want it gone, and there's days I'm like, I like having a dick.
Yeah, that's the struggle.
Yeah.
You wish you could have both. Just consider your asshole a pussy, and then boom.
I mean, it basically is. So.
Ew, it's too much. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm so sorry, everybody, that you had to think about that.
I am very much the bottom in my relationship.
All right, enough. Enough. I am currently engaging in transphobia to get you to shut the fuck up. Okay. Anyway. So anyway, yeah.
The audience petition just died.
Yeah. One last thing I want to say too, as much as we've memed about Denji teleporting, there actually is. I got this pointed out to me on Twitter. Go to page 13.
Okay, let me open it back up.
You can actually see that Denji just speed blitzed. So.
Oh my god, you're right.
Okay, so 13, the lower, not lower left, but the panel right to the right with the door open. You see that little, like, you see that?
Yeah.
And then you go to the next page, and then go in the background behind him. You can see the whoop again under the door.
Oh yeah.
So he literally just like fucking like actually speed blitzed like in front. So that means he went so fast that this sword guy didn't even notice him.
That's fucking hilarious.
He's like, that killed me. The fact that he's like, he's leaning and he's pretending like he's fucking like, I thought it over, long and hard.
It was a long and I am hard at the thought of having all the women.
Please bring me to. Are they ready now? Are they in the bed? Are they ready? Can we go there right now? Are they ready?
Is there like a lifestyles fishbowl condom package?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, do I need to buy some condoms or will they be provided?
My inner frat boy just came out a little bit. So the Twitter post for this is me literally wiping or preparing to wipe my tears because I laughed so hard I cried.
Oh, God.
But
Go ahead.
yeah, like I love that there was that little detail there. That's something I very much like. We suck Fujimoto's dick a lot about how he's able to do like through the paneling these little story bits.
Cool.
But like that's literally going to be like if there is not in the anime the like instantaneous teleportation noise like when he.
I was actually hoping I wanted to make a request to Rios or is it Rios or Rios? Our boy that
Rios.
drew the fucking porn of us, fucking Makima up there. I would love a little like just a little thing of Denji using instantaneous. Like I want to see him doing the thing where he puts his fingers to his forehead.
Yes.
And if you do that, I will absolutely find somewhere on this cluttered ass wall, this virtual wall, to put it up. And like I don't know, what do you think? Like I feel like, I don't want to be that guy that doesn't pay an artist. So like what, like 20, 30 bucks? That seems fair. If that seems fair, if 20, 30 bucks seems fair, do that shit. We'll put it on the wall. Cause I want that really badly. But yeah, that's just my official request to our boy Reyes, who again is the one who drew us fucking Makima up there, which is the best thing that I've ever gotten in my entire life of being a YouTuber. Absolutely fucking stand this man. So yeah, it's still fucked up that you got ass and I got mouth, by the way. I mean, like, I'll take mouth, but like, I really wanted ass.
I deserved it. So is this video going up today? I'm guessing since it's 12:55, it probably would.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm just doing the promo tweet while we're still talking here at the outro.
Oh my god, dude, you're so efficient for no reason. Relax. You don't need to multitask everything.
I don't. But my
before
brain
I
isn't that
upload it,
much.
I'm going to furiously masturbate.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to be doing that before I lay back down.
See, we had too much talk about women.
I get my partner back Sunday, the day I go back to work, and that sucks.
Oh, rip.
So
a
I
plug
just gotta
marathon.
get like the biggest nut off before that.
Enjoy. But yeah, so hopefully we'll see Denji meet his harem. I really do. I actually really want to see him fuck. I feel like it's time. Obviously, we don't need to see it, but I would like to. It needs to happen.
I mean, we got a lesbian harem. I mean,
Yeah.
just an implied like.
Well,
orgy
it'd be
page.
problematic because he's still underage. I think. Like if you you know what I mean? Like I think it would
Yeah,
have to just be,
I would get why it wouldn't be shown because it would be hella problematic.
he'd have to be, like surprise, happy birthday,
Surprise!
Denji.
It's your 18th birthday. It definitely didn't age you up a year to make this page.
Yeah, no, I think it should just be implied. Like it happened, and then we see the depression.
Yep.
the post
Damn,
nut.
man.
the post
Sex
nut-
wasn't everything I thought it would be.
I've made a lot of mistakes. I think he could do it in a way where like, they're about to fuck, and then he's like, where do I put it? Or something. Like he's got to be. I just feel like he's gonna be an idiot, like somehow, because like watching porn, contrary to popular belief, does not prepare you for like how to do
It does not.
Yeah.
No, it does not
Oh God.
at all. Like porn has damaged like the entire human species in that regard.
Tragic. That's why I'm a based and red pilled hentai user. Because hentai, the dicks are so big, you can't even. There's no point where I was like, yeah, this is how big dicks are in real life. I'm like, clearly this is exaggerated.
I mean,
Shut up. What do you fucking mean? Please elaborate.
there was one point where there was a very very viral
Are you talking about the Astafellow dick?
yes where
it
it's
can
like
happen, but we're talking like less than.
it's
and,
not the norm, not at all.
And listen, and now that I've like fucked an actual woman, like I don't know if you've had this same thing, but like most women, it's like if you're like above 7 inches, that's gonna be actually searing pain. You know what I mean? Like they don't want that. Most women, there are size queens, but you know what I mean?
There are definitely size queens, and there are definitely like normal people.
And there's more normal people than there are size. I'm trying to end on a good message here for people that, because there's so many people that are like, man, if my dick ain't like 10 inches, like girl. When I tell you, I don't know why I'm saying girl to refer to dick havers, but hey, it's 2023.
Hey, gawk is valid, okay?
The girl cock. No, I mean, I like literally like, cause like I'm always like, cause I have a decent one. I'd say my dick is like average to like maybe like point something above average. You know what I mean? Like we're sitting at like 6.
We're average.
6 to
We're average
6.5.
dick
Yeah,
average here.
and like and I always say like, man, I wish it was like a little bigger. And every time I say that, Allie's like, no. Like it actually like when you go hard, it actually kind of hurts. Like she's told me this sounds like fucking like humble bragging, but like unironically, like I'm just telling the fucking truth here. She's told me like when I go hard, it can like make her nauseous because it's like hitting, it's like bottoming out. Although she is like 5 foot, so maybe that has something to do with it.
It also does like have a little bit to do with the size difference between you two.
Yeah. So I mean, either way, like you don't need to have like a huge fucking cock. That's my
And it also
message
very much
here.
depends on what hole that your partner prefers too.
That's-
What is good
Yeah,
and what is bad.
the Mr. Rogers like lesson of the day here, like we're doing a little like Mr. Rogers. So in the lesson of the day, friends, is that you don't need to have a huge cock.
You do not need to be the Colossus. Okay, you're fine.
You just
Unless
need
you have
to-
a micro penis, you're fine.
You just need to shower and like respect women. And honestly, you do those two things, and you have more of a chance of getting a girlfriend than every conservative.
And with that,
Peace. Wow.
perfect burn at the end, my friend.